Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb, and this is Red Racing Industries. I'm going to do a bit of a price breakdown on the setup that I've got so far. Now, I've made some other videos tying back to setting it up and stuff like that, but we're going to cover some costs, total, what we've put together in it. So let's hop right in. So we have, starting with the Club Sport GT Cockpit in white. This bottom section right here was $1,000. Now that is straight from Fanatec. That is everything included. That is white except for these pieces here and the seat. That does include this pedal box down here. You even have the frame for the motor, and then this little black piece along with the mount for your monitor. Once again, that is $1,000. I gotta say it's absolutely worth it because it gives you all these customizations, and you can always swap out the seat as well. Now the seat from Fanatec was $349.99, so $350 for this seat. Now it's built in two pieces, so you have two pieces set up, and then other than that, you've got these Velcros that pull off in case you want to customize it, replace it, whatever that might be, or get a different amount of support. Now, it does look like you can fit a seatbelt into it, which would be very nice, but I'm not sure what the cost of that would be. Now, next we have the GT Cockpit PC tray. That is this guy over here. That was $99.99, $100. And it's adjustable, so you can move it in or out. And I do plan to put the PC over there. I just don't know yet. Now, we also have the GT Cockpit accessory mounts. That are these guys right here. That is also $99.99. And that is for two of them, not just one. They're made of this nice plastic material. Very sturdy. I kid you not, I'm putting a lot of weight on it. And it's holding up. Now, we also have the Club Sport Racing Wheel F1. Now, you can buy this DD Plus motor by itself for right around $1,000. But then you also have this limited edition F1 carbon fiber wheel with blue. Full carbon fiber, pretty light, weighs just a few pounds, maybe 2-3 pounds. And I love it. I think it's amazing. And that was $1,499.99, so $1,500. Now then, last and final for what I've purchased from Fanatec, we're at $449.99 for this inverted pedal set. The clutch is amazing. You can change that. You can customize the pedal, and you can customize the throttle as well. And it's nice and inverted, so you have a little bit more realism to it. Once again, I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and tally everything up so I can walk through what it costed. So everything you see here that I just went over totals to right under $3,500. So we're at $3,499.95. That does not include tax. So if we multiply that by roughly 7% and then go ahead and add that. So let's do our math here. We're at $3,744.94 at least a 7% tax rate. Except I do believe here in Tennessee, which is where I'm at, we are at 9.75. So let's do times 975. Or it'd be, yeah. We'll do 9 times 9%. Perfect. So add that plus 3,499.95. And we're really $3,800. So almost $4,000. And that's not even talking about the monitor, the PS5, or if you go the PC route, that's not including that, or any of these other accessories I have. So the monitor, this is an Alienware monitor, 34-inch curved OLED display. I got an open box for right around $600, but it does sticker for $849. So I'm going to go ahead and add $600 roughly. So we're at $4,414. Now, we have a couple other things. I just purchased this neck mount for recording, and that was like $21. Now, not a huge difference, but it was something I bought for a different event. However, it is now part of the cockpit set here. So I am going to add that into there. Now, next, we have, I'm not going to include the fans. This is a nice little neck fan that I like. Not the best, but when it gets hot in here. And I'll look at some cooling seats that I've seen come out. These are Logitech Pro V2s headsets that were right around $250, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to add $249 to that. And we're at $46.84. And then we have our GoPros. Now, the GoPros are about $350 a piece, so that's another $700, but that's not fully part of this setup. The last and final thing, roughly about $500, is the PC, or not the PC, sorry, the PS5. So we're 51, 84, 94 into it roughly. Minus, well, let's go ahead and add the $700 of GoPros. Right under $6,000 just sitting here alone, not even including the fan. That fan was like $21. It's $25, whatever. We also have that fan there as well. So this entire setup, what we have sitting here is $6,000. So if you want a setup that looks like this, before you even grab a PC, a quality PC, I'm going to say $2,000. I'm going to look to probably spend about $3,000 when I get into iRacing. I spent like $600, $700 on that. And I got that on open box as well. It was MSRP'd for $1,000. So, but roughly $2,000 worth of stuff for original setup to start YouTubing. But here we are. We've got everything set up. Once again, I love this setup. I think it's amazing. I know this monitor could be a little bit closer. They've got a whole setup by Fanatec. And don't need to worry about the PlayStation controller that was included with the PS5. However, that is the pricing. That is the pricing breakdown to really get down to the nitty-gritties. Now, I do want to say thank y'all for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, you want to see a little bit closer, more detail on certain items I do have. I will make over term, but comment below. Let me know what you want to see. Once again, I know I'm saying a lot, but I love the way it's turned out. I didn't start with this. I am going to point that out. Before I end this video, I do want to talk about the previous setup I had. The previous setup I had, a lot of it was Next Level Racing and Logitech. It didn't feel premium in comparison to this now, but when I did start, it felt very premium. I didn't know where to search for sim rigs and stuff like that. I went to Electronic Express, for crying out loud. And there is nothing wrong with that. So if you are starting your sim rig, you want to get into it, you want to get into some of the realism and feel it, that is okay too. I bought a Next Level racing seat from Electronic Express as well. Like, it was a few $100s. At the time, that was a lot of money. I've gotten YouTube to take care of this. So y'all on my other channel, Caleb Red Official, have helped me. I created videos on how to do certain things on cars so I could help my customers, and it ended up benefiting a lot of other people. So I've had people across the country reach out, and I want to say thank you to every single one of them. You might not even be watching this video, but I still create that content to this day at this time, and we're working on creating both channels to boost them. Now, my first sim, Next Level Racing, and then I had the pedals. I did the gear selector, or the shifter from Logitech. It felt very cheap, actually. I know y'all know what I'm talking about, but once again, it was a first setup. This is my second setup. I didn't even go all out. I did spend more than I would like to admit. Now, my original plan was to budget for about $3,000. Then I was over budget by about $500, aside from what I already had included. I'm talking about the wheel, the motor, the cockpit set. Now, if I didn't go all out on this wheel, I could have, and what else did I go all out on? I guess these assist bars and the tray. I didn't really need that, but I'm like, it's another $200. It's going to be worth it. I mean, I'm setting my $200 pair of headphones and this $20 little thing. By no means is this a flex. I just want to point out that it takes a lot of time to get here. And I want to make sure you know that, especially if you are starting in this world, that you don't have to go big. This has been a project for sure. Now, I spent probably 2 year gap between sim racing because I went from an apartment and I purchased a home. I sold the sim rig because I kind of lost interest for it. It wasn't near as realistic. It didn't hurt my muscles to turn the motor, and it felt kind of boring. I also didn't understand how realistic GT7 was, and I didn't know of iRacing. I didn't know of the F1 game. I didn't know of Assetto Corsa at that time. I was very new to it all, so definitely do your research when you're looking into sim racing. If you're starting, if you're in it, do even more research so that you can fall in love with it consistently over and over again, because that's what it takes to stay committed as I'm learning. I've been in this again for give or take 3 or 4 weeks, and actually it's probably less than that. I think it's about 3 weeks now. But I've been posting, I'm trying to post every day, once a day, every day for y'all, so you can see the content and so it can keep getting out there. We can get popular, and maybe I can do something more elaborate. But eventually I want to get into real racing. I want to be on the road, on the track, feeling the rumbling of the tires beneath me and everything. Like outside, let me show you. Actually, let's just flip it around. Hang on. You can see out here, I've got Roxy, and I've shown her a lot on my other channel. Now, I've even taken some photos and posted it on this one where I've built her inside of GT7. I think that's pretty awesome how I can have my real life car in a video game. Now, I also have a 944 downstairs that would be awesome to have in GT7, but hey, that's okay. But it's frankly amazing at how far I've come to getting into sim racing. But I want y'all to follow along with me. I know I'm making this a little bit longer of a video. It feels free to skip around. It doesn't hurt my feelings by any means. But I do appreciate any support that you do help me with. Right now, we've got a solid 9 subscribers. Yeah. Once again, I did start this channel, a few weeks ago. And then I started posting pictures. And then as of October 1st, 2025, today is October 9th. I'm recording this at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and then it's getting posted the next day. However, I'm trying to post once a day, every day. Keep following along. Let me know what you're looking at, what you want to see, what you don't want to see, but I might post that content anyway. Anyway, I'm trying to get into this with y'all and just express how much I am growing for this. As my steering wheel states, it's got an F1 symbol. We will play the F1 game at some point. I don't know if that's going to be when we get a PC or not. I do want to get it to where we can monetize this YouTube channel. So please follow along. Please like. Please subscribe. I'm starting to ask that a lot more and more now. But I don't want to do it in the cringy way. So please don't make me. However, moving on from that, I want to get this sim rig paid for by this YouTube channel to essentially bring that money and invest it back into the other YouTube channel, because I want to constantly grow them. I don't want to just pocket that cash. I want to just continuously grow them. That's why we're building the 944, and we've got that on the other channel at Caleb Red Official. So we've got projects going. So I do appreciate any support. Once again, YouTube bought that 944 sitting downstairs. It paid for every new tool, stuff like that. So I do appreciate every support. And if this is something you want to get into, if you want to make a little bit of money or a lot of money, hop into YouTube. I'll make more videos on that as well. Just my experience. I won't go over my full pay because that does change month to month drastically. But I know I'm going on a little rant here. Other than that, that is my sim rig. I'm going to tie this up right now. That is my sim rig and the cost breakdown. I wanted to make sure I could get it out to you as quick as possible. Since I've had this sim rig for about 2 weeks, I've gotten very acclimated to it, and I've gotten a lot faster in the game. GT7, that is. I'm starting to set a Corsa. We're getting into that. I'm awful. I don't like it so far. But that's how it was with GT7 as well. The realism is just a different level. Brake, throttle, clutch, which I'm not really using the clutch much. But other than that, that ends this video. I will see y'all on the next one.